Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bethoney Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Sophia Bethoney, and I'm joined by my dad and our principal builder, Chris Bethoney.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today, and happy International Women's Day to everybody out there listening. And Sophia, happy International Women's Day to you and your mom.
Thank you. It's so important to celebrate all of the mothers, daughters, aunts, and important women in our lives. So happy International Women's Day.
For sure. Well, today we're going to go. It's you and I, Sophia. It's the dad-daughter duo here in the South Shore and building and remodeling. We got Mama Lena too. So this is exciting, and we got a lot of work to do. We're going to be able to join everybody here until 1 p.m. Let's make it a fun show. And what are your thoughts for the week? Here comes the warm weather.
Here comes the warm weather. And that means that it's a great time of the year to do some construction. I'm thinking decks. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking construction / we're thinking home improvements. Sophia, the phones have been heating up. We're looking at a lot of garage build outs with bonus rooms, home additions. Of course, we have a booked schedule for ADUs, accessory dwelling units. We're scheduled to start them in and around, I think right in around April 1st. We could go earlier. We're going to let this warm weather warm up the ground a little bit, and let's start the first of 3. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a great plan. Can you share with everyone what is going on at Bethoney Builders?
Well, like I said, the phones are heating up. Construction calls, repeat customers, new customers, a lot of new friendships we're earning here with the podcast shows. Of course, we do run live 7 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday nights here at 95.9 FM WATD, who the family at ATD has been incredible to support us. And then here we are on Sundays. It's actually increased to 2 shows, of course. This is your show that runs from 12:15 p.m. to 1 p.m. What are your thoughts? We're just getting off the ground. This is episode 2. What are your thoughts?
I think that it's been amazing. When we first started this podcast, we didn't expect that we would go past 4 episodes. And now we've expanded so much. And I think it's been really great because we've not only been able to talk about construction, but we've able to make some great friendships and see relationships build through this podcast.
Well, that's what it's all about, Sophia. Again, we're here. This is an amazing platform. We've been blessed to be able to join everybody, make new friendships, reach out to our existing friends, family, customers, expand on that. And our goal is, again, about community, help others platform their businesses and what's going on in their daily lives. Again, this isn't about us. We're honored here to have this platform, and let's make it a lot of fun today. Like I say, International Women's Day. Shout out to you.
Shout out to all of you. And speaking of community, what's the phone number to call in if anyone has any comments or questions?
Well, I think you're asking for, let's run our segment that we always do on Sunday here. It's Ask the Builders. You can give us a call at WATD. The phone line is 781-837-4900. Feel free to bring your questions forward. We try to give, it's just our professional opinion. Please check with your local municipalities and the folks. Again, if we can earn your business, that would be amazing. But to earn your friendship and viewership is as important to us. We're there to help folks keep moving in the construction industry, Sophia.
Indeed, we are. And we are busy waking up early mornings, getting the shovel to the ground, working hard, making sure that we are working quick and efficiently to make our customers satisfied with their home projects.
Well, Sophia, you know the deal. Time is money. And, some of our sayings, go with the pros here at Bethoney Builders and our other companies. Of course, yours being ADU of Massachusetts, LLC, focusing on accessory dwelling units. And, of course, we have another division of our company that's solely focused on building not only decks, but assisting homeowners if they want to participate in their projects, where we will frame and or do the shell, which is work with our customer base if they want to participate. You have a relative that's an electrician, a plumber, you want to hire a few subcontractors independently. Bethoney Builders will take your phone call, and we're always willing to help you. It's not about us. Our customers are primary, Sophia. We're secondary.
We are. And if you're interested in calling Bethoney Builders, please call 781-898 888-8018, and we would be happy to assist you.
Sure. Or what you can also do is you can text the phone line at 781-837-4900 today with your questions, and or text throughout the week, again, where we have shows on both Tuesday night from 7 to 8 p.m., as well as Sunday afternoon from 12:15 to 1 p.m. If you choose not to call us, but you want to text your questions in, we can review them and get your answers and address them for you on the hopefully on the next upcoming live episode here, Sophia.
We would love to do that. And that's Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. here on WATD.
95.9. I want to start out, Sophia. We got a lot of heavy lifting here. Of course, Steve Burton and Christian Fourier, our full-time podcast hosts. Shout out to Big G. We actually were just running behind. We've been so busy. Didn't even get to reach out to our podcast members. We know they're busy on a Sunday, so we figured we'd give them the day off. What do you think?
We have been so busy. I know everyone has, but especially us here at Bethany Builders, I mean, we are just getting it done.
Well, you have to get it done, Sophia. The customers, they demand excellence. I want to shout out to a few customers, too. A little bit of phone issues over this stormy weather over the past 2 or 3 weeks, as well as with everything going on in the world and different fronts. There's a lot of social media and online and Google accounts, not to call them out, the company, but just seems that people will have fun. Maybe they're doing it in fun spiriting, but it does affect business. Like, hey, somebody put out that Bethany Builders might have closed, which is
false,
I mean,
by the way.
40 years, and we're in the prime of what we're doing. As I look to the left here at our podcast studio, I see the Rocky poster from the 70s up on the wall there. We're like, we're like Rocky. We keep going. We work hard. We're the underdogs, but we work for that success, Sophia.
So just as a confirmation, Bethany Builders, we are not closed. We are open for business. Feel free to call us. We'll be happy to help you. For some reason, it does say that we are closed. That is misinformation.
No.
But
let me clear that up, Sophia. It does not say that. I noticed that, and we immediately addressed that. It was out there for about 20 minutes. So, but that goes to show how much we fact check everything we do, stay on top of it. But, there was some interruptions, phone calls. So if anybody's called us and you're looking for a prompt, timely estimate, please, we appreciate your patience. Reach back out to us, 781-898-8018. Give me a call direct. Chris Bethany, principal builder here at Bethany Builders. I'll get out personally to see you. I'll do all that I can to make the appointment schedule to what fits best for you and your family. I do know we have some folks in situ who have been very patient. We're going to get them taken care of, and we'll move forward. I want to take a minute here. We need to give some shout outs to some of our friends and family and their big supporters. I'm going to start out with our cousins, actually, Rockland, Massachusetts. Dad, Bob Bethany, Mom, Therese Bethany, and our 2 cousins. We got Samantha and Gabriella Bethany, located in Rockland, Massachusetts. So let's give them a Bethany Builder shout out. Sophia, where's the clapping?
Shout out to all the Bethany.
There we go. Family, guys. We love our cousins. We know that they're listening. We know they support us for so many years, and we're excited to have them. I know that their viewership, I think, is a little newer to the podcast because they've been so busy doing a lot of different things with work and college and all that type of stuff. But we're proud to have them listen to us today. I hope they enjoy the show, Sophia.
I hope they do as well. Well, on another note, I heard that you mentioned 3 very important letters earlier, ADU. And I think that it's important for some of our new listeners to maybe give them a recap of what that is.
Well, here's what we're going to do, Sophia, and I appreciate that. And in all fairness, with all the hard work you're doing, finishing up your senior year here at high school and right at the tail end of college commitments, we'll find out what and where. And it's a very exciting time for you. Myself and your mom have been working very hard to set the game plan on these shows moving forward. What we won't do is we won't be laborious and repetitive on all of these subjects. We want to keep people informed. We want to get that information out there so they can take it and review. We understand that it's springtime. That's a time where here comes the warm weather, and we're going to see an acceleration of projects. So we will continue to inform about the ADUs and the addition projects and things like that. But what we won't do is just make it laborious and continue over and over. So there's going to be a refreshing of the program about that time in a good way.
Yes.
And we're going to do it. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have guests that are known not only nationally, but worldwide. And we're going to, this shows, both of them are going to be fun and exciting. One of the things that we're in fact going to be picking up is we got some exciting soccer coming here. Now, I know that's not for everybody, but we got some exciting soccer coming up. I know they're still getting some logistics squared away with security payments and things like that. And hope we get that squared away. But we're going to also cover some action from the New England Revolution. We're going to cover some action for the big games that are coming in here. Obviously, everybody's excited for World Cup action that's going to come through here and so forth. So starting as early as the Revolution have a home game March 15th. I believe that there's a friendly game between France and Brazil that's going to take place on March 26th, which we're going to have some coverage on that. So we're going to continue to follow whatever is the most exciting building projects, sports, or going on in the community. You can count on getting your updates here at the Bethany Builders Podcast twice a week. What do you think?
Yes, and to add to that, you would know how competitive soccer is since you played professional soccer growing up.
The definition of playing professional is when you receive some compensation, right, for playing a sport. That did happen, but I was grateful. I had a long run playing soccer with a lot of great friendships of friends now from where we live here in Duxbury, growing up in Weymouth and throughout not only New England, but throughout the world. So I cherish those relationships, and I hope to have some of those friendships, relationships that we still maintain. Of course, many, if not close to all of them. Love to have them here on the podcast, Sophia. Let them tell you about, make some commentary on the current soccer as well as maybe rehash some of the good old days.
I think that's a great idea, looking back into the past and reflecting and then seeing how things are changing in the future.
Sure. Well, Sophia, we got a caller. Can you, why don't you work with Jesse, see if you can bring him through?
Jesse, bring him in, please.
All right, sorry about that. We have Big G on the line. Hello, Jerry.
Hey guys,
Big
how are
G.
you?
Good.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, Big G, thank you so much. We know that you're busy doing a lot of different things, but you never let us down, Big G. What's going on? And happy International Women's Day to Karen and, of course, your daughter and all your family. So what's going on?
Thank you. Yeah, no, everything's going on. There's a lot of great news happening, right? A lot of activities. I love what we always talk about every week and where we're going directionally and everything else. Had a great conversation with our Viking friends. So we got some good, some deck stuff going on, some promotion stuff
breaking
going
news,
on.
Jerry. Breaking news. I got to interrupt you. Breaking news. What's going on with our friends at the East Bridgewater Vikings that welcomed us to be part of the public school program in the sense of, can you tell everybody a little bit about what we're doing with the East Bridgewater Vikings with the community there? What's going on, Jerry? Explain that to our new listeners.
Yeah, no, for sure. So obviously we have a great program where anyone who has Bethany Builders build a deck for them. We give a donation back to the school system that allows them obviously to help pay for fees, user fees, drama fees, music fees, whatever it be, sports fees. And it's a great way to give back and reduce costs to the schools and to the families. And so it's deck season, right? We know that. We've talked about it. Nikki and I had a conversation. You remember Nikki, Chris?
Of course I do. Shout out to Nikki. Nikki's been nothing but great support, great energy, and look forward to catching up with them and bringing some checks over there to East Bridgewater. Let's knock down these school scholarship funds as far as for, athletic fees, if you're doing social clubs. That our efforts are going to cover everybody, Jerry. You don't need to kick a ball or throw a football or anything like that. If it's a social club,
anything like that,
anything, a community organization, we're going to leave that to the the school departments of where they think that those resources should go. But we want to support everybody. So.
Yep. No. So she and I had a conversation and also some texting this past week, trying to figure out what the best way to do some additional promotion on the school site, on the sponsor site, things of that nature. So we have some time put aside this week to kind of further those conversations, but they're excited about trying to to really kick off the program in a much bigger way, because obviously when we originally kicked it off, it was the winter season.
Sure.
Wasn't necessarily deck season, and now we're getting to it, right? So excited that they want to do that.
Well, things take time, Jerry, and we want to do it correctly. We don't want to make mistakes. So we knew that going in, that we wanted to put the platform there, and then have you work with Nikki and the folks in East Bridgewater and the Vikings to advance it forward in a smart way. I will give you some other updates. I did reach out to our great friend, Joe Mariano, who's the Trex representative for the Northeast. They love what Bethoney Builders and their deck challenge and deck division is doing. They've in fact agreed that they will participate with us. So now, instead of a $500 amount that goes to the the account there to offset athletic costs and fees for programs, they're going to match it. So now we've bumped it up. Each one is now $1,000. So there is a check still sitting here for the Weymouth Wildcats Deck Challenge program. It's been sitting here for quite some time. As you know, we were in travel west and stuff like that, but that's ready to be delivered, Jerry. Why don't we get it out? It's a sunny day this week. Maybe coordinate with Sophia and you guys can make it over to the Weymouth Public Schools. Shout out Melanie Curtin and her team and Maya Melise. Let's see if we can drop that check off on a sunny day this week for the Weymouth Wildcats Deck Challenge.
Sunny and warm day, right? The warmth is coming. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love to do that. I love to do that. So we'll make that happen and go from there. So so great news on that front. And, between that and people interesting on obviously ADUs and trying to do additional solutions for their families, right? We got a lot going on.
Correct. Well, I got some breaking news. You guys want a little fresh breaking news?
Let's hear it.
Okay,
yeah, go for it.
So I'm very careful not to mention his last name at this point, only just as we advance the project. But Sophia Bethany's ADU Blessing Project is kicking off in full force. It starts. We're going to get this ball rolling as of April 1st, starting to advance it forward. We've spoke to our veteran who we are so proud of, Alan, and he's actually made it a commitment himself. He not only, of course, is going to, we're going to work together Sophia's going to build his ADU, accessory dwelling unit, with him. But what we are, in fact, going to do, he's actually going to help on board with some marketing and sales. And he's offered he's going to start out with us doing some part-time work, being part of the team. Guys, what do you think?
That is amazing news.
Isn't that great?
I'm so excited.
I love it.
He's so talented. He's so humble.
Extremely.
He's such a hard worker. He's all in for what we do and what we're all about. So not only are we going to work and build his ADU Blessing project, but we've decided to see, knowing that he's going to be instrumental and we're going to need him to help us, he's going to start to work with us part-time starting April 1st, guys. What do you think? So let's give it out to Alan. Shout out to Alan.
Shout out to Alan.
Excited for him.
Absolutely.
Jerry, the next thing we've done and secured is Crazy Axes down at Patriots Place. We're going to start doing live shows again. They could start as early as March 15th with the New England Revolution having their, I believe, first home game. And then there's a friendly between France and Brazil. I think these are preliminaries for the potential World Cup that's supposed to come to Foxborough, a game on the 26th of March. So we're going to start to do some live podcasts on property at Crazy Axes at Patriot Place. We're going to look to hopefully broadcast them on 95.9 FM WATD. We're preliminary in talks with that. So really excited on that. Jay has worked very hard down there to make sure, and we're going to have a fully decorated, remodeled podcast studio, guys, down there. It's only getting better and better.
Ooh.
Love it.
Wow, so
I love it.
Stay tuned to the Bethoney Builders podcast. And if you don't want to miss any updates, be sure to like and subscribe to the Bethoney Builders podcast on YouTube and Facebook.
Sure. I got one more, Jerry. You know me. It's a trifecta. We already did two. Here's the third
Trifecta.
one.
Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Baby. Sophia Bethany, in fact, there's a van that she used her own savings to purchase. She has her first van. It's a Ram ProMaster van. Good size, ladder rack, shelving, tools. So, there's no holding the youth back, Jerry. When they get focused and they have a goal in place, now Sophia has her first own service truck that she's going to, and I think what she's done, I've talked to her, she wants it dedicated to the deck division.
That is true.
That's what she wants, all
Deck
suited
division.
up. Mhm.
Deck division.
Yep. She
That
wants
might be the
Bethany.
number one division, Sophia. Just saying.
Well, you're going to work
Yeah.
with Sophia. You and Sophia are going to take lead on that. I'm just going to help you from the perimeter on it. But, you know, between the two of you, I expect a lot of Trex decking products to be installed this year. What do you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. And Trek offers a variety of different colors of decking too, so there's no limit to what your deck project could look like.
Mm-hmm. Well, a little bit
Right.
of pretense on that. Most decks, if there's, I don't want to use the word standard, but most decks we usually can start on, say, a Monday, and by Saturday we're cleaned up and finished with a final inspection on the following Monday. So, you know, the cost of control, we give you one cost up front. We give you an estimated cost and details. It's a one call, does it all approach here. You can call. We take care of the survey with you. If you have one, fantastic. If not, we work with you to get a certified plot plan or survey so it shows existing conditions. And then where we're putting this new deck or proposed deck, which gets what we call an as-built when it's completed, and then a full architectural plan that supports what's going on. Jerry, I got to tell you, because you and I have been in business for decades, there's some local companies, and I know they're working hard and everybody wants opportunities and so I respect that and get it. But there's a lot of leader pricing going on out there. What they'll do is they say, we'll do this, we'll do that in different marketing platforms. And then they put out an ad, they'll show pictures of decking, and then they'll put out a leader ad that's probably, I'm speculating, it's my professional opinion, maybe half or less of even just the materials alone. So what it does is it gets people to click on the ad. They get a lot of looks, and maybe that opens the door for communication. And that's the goal for that. We don't do that here at Bethany Builders. I haven't done it. I refuse to do it. Not going to do that. What I can tell you is I'm not going to tell you we're doing, things like demolition for free and all that type of stuff. Listen, we hire MDS Disposal. They charge us $1,000, $1,100 for a 30-yard container, usually for a deck project. We don't accelerate the costs. We're very upfront. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to do what I refer to as, put a leader out there, ad that, and then show you pictures that are much more expensive, because if not, you wouldn't last in business very long, in my professional opinion. What you're going to get is upfront pricing. You're going to get accuracy. You're going to get fully licensed. Keep in mind, you got the dad, daughter, now mom duo, 3 licensed construction supervisors, unrestricted. I can echo, if anybody's listening, Steve Burton loves when I say that word, humble, but license numbers dictate experience timeline. There's no way around it. It's just a fact. My license, I fact check pretty much most of the companies in the area, and we're in the top 1% of time invested. I'm in my 36th year, Jerry Levitt, and you and I both know there's no substitute for experience. I'll leave it at that. We have, as you know, we're so grateful, Jerry, you've tuned in, being a zoning board of appeal member in the East Bridgewater community for what, Jerry, 20 years?
Yep, 20 plus years now, yes.
So my point being that, and we've had let's give a shout out some of our local building commissioners we've had on. Shout out to local building commissioner Andrew Stewart from Marshfield, Massachusetts Building Department. We've had, who do we have? We had Jim Wazalewski, current building commissioner in the town of Duxbury. Mike Christofoli, current building commissioner in the town of Hanson. I'm excited to report we've spoke to building commissioner Joe Stacks, that's involved in both Hanover and Pembroke, along with Peter Del Preet. Joe, I've reached out to him. We're going to schedule to have him as a guest here. Guys, we get the top professionals on this podcast. They're available. We want to introduce you to them if you're not aware of them, if you live in those communities. That doesn't mean you have to call Bethany Builders. It does not mean you have to hire Bethany Builders. We just want to trying to break the ice in case there's families out there that don't know who's in their local communities and what services are available. And by breaking the ice, maybe it makes it a little more comfortable for them if they want to go on a project themselves, and be able to approach the counter and say, feel free to say, hey, I heard you on the Bethany Builders podcast, and made it a little more approachable for me, a little easier to access the municipal counter desk and counters, for the reason that you feel like you might know someone because you heard them on the radio. What do you think, Sophia?
That is true. I've heard that a lot of times where if someone's, say, listening to a podcast, they feel like they're almost having a conversation with them.
That's the goal.
It's an interesting feeling, but
Well,
hopefully that's what we've established here on the Bethany Builders
well,
podcast.
again, there is zero conflict. There is no benefit past the fact that, again, we're about community. These folks are there in the community to help the citizens of the community. Our job is to platform that, welcome them to other people that might be listening to our podcast. And if anything in life makes it a little easier for somebody, or you're helping somebody, Jerry, doesn't that check the box of what we're talking about by being good within the community?
100%. And I think when these inspectors come on, we're kind of taking the role, and they're helping us out in the role of education, right?
Mm-hmm.
Communicating and educating. And I think when you hear these building inspectors talk about what's going on in the town, and what the zoning ordinances are, or how, if you want to reach out and talk to them, how to communicate with them or get in touch with them, we're actually letting everyone in these local towns who, may or may not do business with us, but it's just about the education and trying to serve everyone there, right? So getting the word out. And, Chris, I'll say this, and obviously, if you were somebody in the company, was someone who did not have a great reputation or who wasn't in good standing, they probably wouldn't join your podcast or join our podcast, but there's no conflict. They're coming on, they're educating, they're talking about the projects. And I thought even on Tuesday night when we had Jim on, right, from Duxbury, and we were asking all sorts of questions, that was so helpful because that is the common homeowner who's trying to deal with these questions, and they don't know where to go. And oftentimes it's as simple as talking to your local building commissioner to try and get this information. And if we can bring that out there and provide a forum where they can call in and ask that question or get them to the right person, we've done our job. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, right? So I love when we have them on and trying to get their perspectives and how they interpret it, right? Nothing is necessarily black and white sometimes. So there's some areas where, they have interpretations on things, and it's good to know their viewpoint.
Well, Jerry, I think the common theme that I've heard from, and being part myself of Southeastern Mass Building Officials Association, SMBOA, for over a decade here, or approaching decade. The point being that, again, like Jerry Levitt said, Big G, they're there to educate. We're there to just try to open the dialogue or conversation, and hopefully it allows people, as we all know, construction, especially with the building code changes, Sophia, the exam that your mom and yourself took here in 2026 was far different than the one that your dad took back in 1990. So
Very true.
So with that being said, technology advances, all the different changes in the rules, regs. Now everything is international building codes. It's a very daunting task, even for professionals. I can't tell you how many local attorneys that are both customers and non-customers call my office for conversation, interpretation. And I sometimes will ask, I said, well, have you, they're very smart, of course, and educated, but I said, have you thought about going to the building department and speaking directly with them? And there's that little hitch of hesitation sometimes that people, even as educated in certain fields, not being as educated with all the changes in our industry, maybe it's they feel a little more comfortable with somebody that myself, they don't feel a little judged. And by having this platform, and actually that was my purpose of bringing local building commissioners onto our Bethany Builders podcast, was really to just introduce them to people out there that might want to, get involved in their project a little bit more. They want to be more informed before they commit to whether it's Bethany Builders or another company. They want to be educated. They don't want to feel that because they don't understand the process that they're simplified in any way. And that, again, without being redundant, is the reason we bring our local municipal building officials on our podcast. is so that you know that they're ready and willing to talk to you and to serve you, do their job, but they do it in a professional and a courteous way, guys.
Yeah.
Completely agree. And
Right.
I think that
And
go ahead, Jerry.
go ahead, Sophia. No, go
No, go
ahead, Sophia.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Go,
It's
Big J.
International Women's Day. We need you to bring it forward. Go ahead,
Right. You
Sophia.
got to bring it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, what are
Sophia.
your thoughts? You're the host. Let's hear it. It's your show.
Well, I think that it's just so important. You want to get to know who you're working with and who you're entrusting with your home, or even just questions. You want to make sure that you can trust these people, that they're credible. And all of these building officials, I can say firsthand that they know their stuff.
Well, on another front, Jerry, all these building officials, in fact, know Sophia, because Sophia, I know with Mike Christofoli and with Jim Wazalewski, and shout out former building commissioner here in Duxbury, Scott Lambiase, and David Kakowski down in Norfolk now. They've been seeing Sophia for years on job sites and different stuff. You know, Sophia Bethany has been working in tow with us for a very long time. I smile. There's a picture out there with Sophia at age, I think it was in 2014, I believe. She has her hard hat on. She's missing some front teeth, giving the thumbs
I
up
got
on
the
a
thumbs up on a deck.
on a new construction
Speaking of decks.
deck on a new construction home build, Duxbury, Massachusetts, that took place on Summer Street next to the church. And boy, remember your project, Camp Little Deer?
I do.
We cleared out that land, laid out everything that was going to take place. I think there was a dog house and a rabbit hutch. She means business, Jerry Levitt.
I know she does. I love it. I remember looking back on some of those pictures, right? Whether she's got the broom in her hand and she's sweeping or all that good stuff. But she's been on job sites for many, many years for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And definitely known. That's part of the
over-
father-daughter duo.
Yep, well over a decade. We have pastors of the church. Shout out Pastor David and Pastor Karen Troxler, formerly the St. Paul the Nazarene Church. And then also subsequently, shout out to Pastor Jeremy and Ashley Stanford that now run the St. Paul the Nazarene Church. And we were blessed to have an opportunity to participate on the build out on the lower level there. Came out amazing. I followed up with Pastor Jeremy and asked, was their goal accomplished? Not only with how beautiful it came out, but they have some space there. I think that they have some charitable groups that get involved for clothing and meetings, and just a complete success. You know, we're not there for the paycheck, Jerry. We're there for our clients' success. We're there to service the public.
Right. No, that comes part of it, right? I mean, listen, you got to take care of the things that need to get taken care of, and whether it's the initial upfront conversations, the planning, how we go about things, the product, right? You take care of all that and the rest takes care of itself, right? And I think that that's kind of always been the approach. And when you provide outlets and avenues for people to understand that, and they understand how the process works and the timing associated to it, guess what? When that lines up with what you're saying to people as a prospect or as a client, right? It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. So when you've been talking to these prospects and all of a sudden and clients and you have these building inspectors on and it lines up, right? That's a good sign, right? It's not like you're telling one story and they're telling another story. And so it's been beautiful. And also for me, Chris, as you know, when I'm out talking to our clients, I'm like, feel free to, check with the building department and ask them, right? We're more than happy to, we're not beyond fact checking.
Well, Jerry, you're not only part of the Bethany Builders podcast that we love and embrace, both business and personally, but yourself and Karen are also customers. That's how we re-engaged a 40 plus year friendship and relationship.
Right.
We came in and provided professional services and got gainful employment. The Levitt family was incredible to us, Sophia. And here we are now. Jerry says, hey, I'm not only a podcast member, but I'm also a client. So go figure.
Right.
Sophia, can you
Right.
shout
Full
out
circle.
how people can reach us, as well as we need to thank our sponsors here? Come on, give us something, Soph.
If you're interested in a home project, please call Bethany Builders at 781-898-8018 or go to our website, bethanybuilders.com. And we would like to thank all of our sponsors, Trex Decking, Koopman Lumber, Northeastern Savings Bank, 95.9 WATD, Connor Hegney's Auto Detailing Services, ADU of Massachusetts, and Bethany Builders.
And I will tip everybody off. We have some major sponsor announcements coming on Tuesday. I mean, major, stepped up big time, well-known companies that do great business here in the community. We're not talking one or two. There's quite a bit of them. And we're going to have a platform where everybody's invited to get involved and participate. And if they would like to be part of the programming upcoming here in 2026. Jesse, just for curiosity, can you play one of our commercials? Do you have it?
I do. Let's cut to it right now.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Hello, Chris Bethany of Bethany Builders here. You want us to build your new deck project? Sophia Bethany, let's go. From design to job completion, Bethany Builders has got you covered. The South Shore's #1 dad-daughter duo is ready to build with you. Just give us a call at 781-898-8018. You can find us on the web at BethanyBuilders.com, Facebook, and check out our projects on YouTube. Bethany Builders is fully licensed, registered, and insured. Call us today for your free estimate.
This is the Bethany Builders Podcast on 95.9 WATD. Once again, here's your host, Sophia Bethany.
Hello, everyone. We're back. Welcome back to the Bethany Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Sophia Bethany, and I'm here with Chris Bethany and Big G, aka Jerry Levitt.
Shout out Big G and Mama Lena. And we got our rock star engineer joins us every Sunday. Let's give it up for Jesse, everybody.
Shout out to you, Jesse.
Shout out, Jesse.
All right, Jesse.
Thank you.
There we go. Now, Jesse, now we're going to challenge you, though. We always do this. It's become a big hit. We dropped off all the prizes that were won for our trivia questions. Knowing our time's a little shorter, we're not going to do trivia. What we're going to ask is that our guests get on air with you, Jesse, and if they can give a big Bethany Builders shout out, this would be great. They're going to win. We're going to give out some prizes today, Jesse. Jesse, let's do it this way, knowing we're a little tighter on time. Caller number 3 and caller number 6 are both going to get prizes from the Bethany Builders Podcast. We'll tell them when they come on air. Do you think we could put that out there, Jesse? The number is 781-837-4900. Give a call, win a prize. We want to say hello to you if anybody's listening.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Well, Sophia, what do you think about that? You know, with Jesse, every time, it never takes too long.
It never takes too long.
I'll tell you, we've had shout out to Patty. We had Patty from Marshfield. We had Bill from Halifax. We had friends from Situate and Pembroke. We got all those prizes dropped off to Rob Hackler post-storm. Made sure they got it. Some folks won a big game Bethany Builders Podcast jersey. Other folks won
gift cards
to local restaurants.
Gift cards, yeah.
Shout out Bluefish River Tavern and Duxbury. Some folks won them. Other folks, I know there was big controversy this week. We're not going to get into that with Dunkin' Donuts, but we had Dunkin' Donuts gift cards. I'll tell you, I know Jesse's going to bring someone through. All we ask is they give a shout out to the Bethany Builders Podcast so that we can keep the train moving, guys.
And also shout out to all of our listeners. Thank you so much for all of the support that we've gotten throughout our journey.
Yeah, it doesn't work without the support of everybody. If not, we're just sitting in front of some microphones and talking. That's not where the magic is. We need to hear from our listeners, our viewers, our supporters. More important.
Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
Okay.
The bad news is I accidentally kicked Jerry off the line, but the good news is we do have our first winner of the day. If I remember correctly, his name is Bill, and Jerry can call back. Sorry, Jerry. Wasn't personal. Jerry, Bill, are you there?
I'm here.
You're
Hi,
caller
Bill.
number 3.
How are you?
Hey, Bill, how are you?
Surprise.
Oh, is this none other than our rock star Bill Steller in Hanover, Massachusetts?
Bill, yeah, I don't want the prize. Just give it to the next person in line. But I wanted to give you a shout out to tell everyone that we're good business friends. We're friends. We're family, and you're the best. And I'm blushing right now because I didn't expect to be the third caller.
There you go, Bill. Not only did you win. Hey, guys, let's give it up. Let's give it up for Bill Stella, who's amazing. We love Bill. Bill, thank you so much for everything. Friendship and support. And I'll tell you, that ADU presentation at the center and Duxbury went fantastic. I wanted to announce, it reminds me, we've been invited to come join the Hanover Council of Aging. We're going to be putting on an ADU presentation and upcoming. I expect that next month. We've already got confirmation for that. We're going to do many, many more senior centers, Bill. Go figure.
Good. Well, I'm in my car, so I might lose you. So
thank you.
We'll talk later. As
What do you
usual.
say?
Bill, thank you so much for calling
Thank you,
in.
Bill Stellar, everybody. Thank you,
All
Bill,
right,
for the
so-
support.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Jesse. So now we're going to increase it again. The next third caller and now sixth caller again. We got to give these prizes away, Jesse.
Feel free to call in. Give your Bethany Builders shout out.
Yes,
And-
looking for it.
What's the number again that they can call?
781-837-4900. Give a call. It's not about you shouting out the podcast. While we appreciate that, we want to know who you are. We want to hear your excitement. We're hopeful that you enjoy the podcast and our show and efforts. We do it for the love and the friendship of our community and our listeners. And you having some fun, Sophia, doing this podcast? 60 plus episodes now. What do you think?
I'm having so much fun. And I think the best part is getting to meet people from our community, getting closer together, reconnecting with people who we haven't heard from in a while, and also meeting new friends as well.
For sure. And we got a shout out to Rob Hackler, who's been absolutely incredible. And also I got a chance to see our great friend, owner Ed Perry at WATD, the old troll of rock and roll, bringing the oldies music forward. And he's a living legend and an absolute gentleman and a big fan of ours. So thank you for your support, Ed Perry.
Sorry, speaking of reconnecting with old friends, we have Jerry back on the line after I so rudely hung up on him. Sorry about that, Jerry.
Worries. Do we have anybody for any
No
gifts?
worries. All good.
Well, we have
any
we have
luck?
Jerry back for now, and if callers want to resume calling in, I believe that prize was just forfeited by the last caller, so if you want to call back in, we're still looking to rack up 2 more winners here, so you can call
Yes.
781-837-4900.
And the reason, Bill, there was for technicality, there was no forfeiture. He's just a huge supporter. And I get together with coffee and lunch with Bill, so we wanted to make it available for some new friends. So we want to give 2 prizes away. Well, hopefully you'll give us a call. We'd love to hear from you, and thank you for your support here on a Sunday. Trying to keep the show fun. What do you think, Sophia?
I love it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesse, if we don't get that, I'll tell you what. What do you guys think? I say we take it a step further. Knowing the time's getting a little tighter here, we're gonna. We'll leave the 2 prizes out there. If they don't go, Jesse, we're gonna have to reconvene with you. We gotta take care of Jesse.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I won't be here next week. You're going to have Tim next week. It's going to be an absolute delight for you. Tim is a rock star.
Okay.
I don't know if you worked with Tim before. I'll be off in Scotland for a little bit, but I'll be back
Amazing.
the following week.
Amazing.
Have a
Safe
good-
travels, and we're excited for that. We have not worked with Tim yet, but we're gonna give him
Oh, it's a
hard
delight.
time. Oh, we're gonna give him a
We'll
hard
break
time,
him in.
Jesse.
We'll break him in.
We gotta wrestle him a little bit. We gotta get him in line.
Long ago, Tim
Right.
Tim trained me how to do this job.
He
So
did?
so let's just say you're getting the best of the best.
That is amazing.
We're beyond excited, and shout out to our rock star engineer as well. We got Larry on Tuesday night.
Larry.
Nobody gets it done
Right.
like Larry and Jesse, though.
Oh yeah, Larry's
Jesse
standing
will
by-
make sure Tim has the drum roll ready, Chris.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Actually, Larry's standing behind me right now, watching me, making me very nervous.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll have upcoming
Awesome.
trivia on Tuesday. If somebody doesn't call in today, we understand that people are busy. It's International Women's Day. Hopefully they're out with their families enjoying the time. Any callers, or you think we're gone quiet today? Maybe crickets.
I got a drum roll queued up. I don't know the crickets. I got to load up all the sound effects for you next time. We'll play a drum roll for the caller that hasn't called in. But in the next 1 minute here, if someone's look at that, we have a caller. We're gonna
There
go
we
right
go.
to
Oh,
him.
bring him in.
Well, they're a winner.
Jerry, I'm gonna put you on hold here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm probably gonna drop you again, but we'll see what happens. Hello, you're on WATD.
Yes, hi.
This was risky, but we're gonna put you right on the air. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your
Hi,
name?
how are you?
Good. How are you?
What's your name?
Love listening to the show. It's Sue from Halifax.
Oh my God.
Hi,
Hey,
Sue.
Sue. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, well, we're going to double up because you called us and you come in the 9th hour. We're going to give you 2 gift certificates One to Dunkin' Donuts, and one to the Bluefish River Tavern, located in Duxbury, Massachusetts. Bluefish River Tavern is customers of ours and great friends. We'd love to have you try a lunch over there on us. And then there'll be a second one for Dunkin' Donuts for another drive wherever you may be. Thank you for supporting us. Have you listened to the show for a little bit?
Yes. I didn't even know you were on weekends. I normally listen to you during the weeknight.
Sure, Tuesday night, 7 to 8. But yeah, we've got the dad-daughter duo show. We're going 12:15 to 1 p.m. We want to secure that because once the New England Patriots get going again, we don't want to be fighting for our spot. So, Sophia, what do you say to Sue?
Thank you, Sue, so much for calling in. And we have to wrap it up. So thank you so much for listening to the Bethany Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Sophia Bethany. I want to thank Chris Bethany and Big G. And my mom, Alina Bethany.
I want to thank Sue. Let's give it up for
Sue.
Thank you, Sue. Appreciate you. And so Jesse, thank you. You'll get the info for Sue. We're going to get her 2 gift certificates you can pick up with Rob Hackler anytime after, I'd say, on as early as Tuesday. Well, that's about it. Wrap it up, Sophia. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m., 95.